In this video, we will go from this to this. Ahoy, cypherpunks, and welcome back to Building the Open Source Odyssey website episode 7. In today's episode, I want to tweak the styles a little bit for the website that we have so far. While we implemented the branding, there are still some things that are not optimal. And to check this out, I have tweaked the website a little bit. I added this background image here and added some more text so it doesn't look super bare bones as it did before, as well as adding a header section to go to our posts here. And for the post, I added the thumbnail of the video. And if we go to the page for the video, we can see, okay, this is not quite optimal. We can't see the header at all. And also the footer is in an odd color. So we will be cleaning these things up in this video. So I would say let's start right away, and let's start with the header. First up, we notice that once we scroll down on the page, the header is not sticking to the top. And it would be really cool if the header is always present, so we always have our menu navigation here and the people can easily change to another page. The entry point to the header is the header component that we have right here. But it doesn't do much except for getting the cached header data and then rendering the header client. The header client is a client component, as the name may indicate, and here we do set the header theme to null and do some more theme shenanigans. While this can be nice, I'm not going to use all of that because I want to manage my theme manually, and I found that this header theme component here, use header theme, is getting in the way when I want to do my styling. So I will remove all of it. Next, we want to make the header stick to the top, and for this, I think So this is looking nice. Now when I scroll down, the header is coming along with us. The only thing that's missing here is maybe a background color of background, so it's not transparent anymore. All right, and this is not quite wide enough because here we have the container property. So now the header is looking much nicer and it's coming with us. For my taste, it's just a little bit too thick on the top and the bottom. This is looking much nicer already. But let's also give the container here, or the div, a bottom border with our primary color. So just like this, now we have this very nice looking section. Let's also jump to another page and see how it looks here. Very cool. So let's give this a save now and commit the changes. Remove header theme and fix header to top. Now just a quick note, I had to tweak the text color for some of the text elements. Before, when I was doing a bold text or a link like this, the text would be very dark and not really readable. Let's come in here and check this out in the live preview. And for this, I'm going to go to the Tailwind config and comment out the changes that I already made here. So now you should be able to see the link is a very dark shade. And if I go and add some bold text, you can barely read it because it doesn't stand out at all from the background color. So what I had to do to fix this was come into the typography default CSS, and for the A tag, so the link, and the strong, so the bold, I adjusted the foreground color. And when I give this a save, you can see now the payload or the link is in the primary color and the text is just in the white color. What I do notice now is that the background image that I chose for my high impact hero section is a little bit cut off because the image expands normally underneath the header, but now since the header is not transparent anymore, you cannot really see the image there. And this brings me to the point, I want to remove the header theme from the providers in all of my files. So let's do that right now. All right, so here are all of the files that I've changed. But before I commit them, I want to make sure that there is no errors in my project. So I'm just going to come in here and run pnpm lint to run the linter, and it will tell me if there are some errors. So for example, here in the front end, in the slug page, apparently we are assigning here, this can be a const, and our TypeScript is strict enough to throw an error on this. But now we only get warnings and no errors. Also, here's a warning that we can easily fix. All right, and with this we can create our commit, remove header theme. And now our front end here is complaining. So let's go to front end posts. Maybe I need to restart the development server and this will clean it up. Let's see. All right, so we don't get the error anymore. Let's go to the posts page. All right, this is looking much better. Now back to the high impact hero section. Here we can already see the culprit. We have a negative margin on the top, and this leads to the effect that you saw, that the image is sliding underneath the header. So now you can see the image is free again, but it's a little bit too far down. Let's see what could be causing this. So I'm inspecting the page and just hovering over the element here, and we see, okay, we have on each of the pages a padding bottom and a padding top, and the padding top is causing this image to be this way. So maybe if I just give it a negative padding top of 16, it will undo this effect. And just like this, nope. So in order to counteract the padding, I had to give it a negative margin of 16. 16 is exactly the same as the padding, so now these cancel out. We have the same issue here on the posts page. So this would be posts slug page. Here we have our post hero component. Let's do the same thing here. So instead of negative margin top of 10.4 rem, I'm just going to give it the 16. And now our hero image is showing complete. All right, this is not too shabby. I don't like the background color of the footer though, and I want to make it in the same color as all of the rest of the background. So coming into the footer, I can see here that we have a BG of black. This is not according to our color scheme, so let's just give it a BG of background. And with that, we have our correctly colored footer. Speaking about the footer, I want to maybe add some nav items so we can see how it would look if we have some additional menu items here. So I'm just going to give it a few random things here. Maybe we have an FAQ section. Maybe we have a about section, and maybe we also want to link to PayloadCMS. Of course, we need to link to the YouTube channel. And just to have some more links, I'm gonna enter some gibberish here. Let's give this a save. Come back to our page and refresh. All right, so this is how it would look. Just the links next to each other. Let's go into the mobile layout and see how it would look there. Go to the iPhone SE. All right. We can already tell here this is going to lead to some issues. If we have more header items, they will be conflicting with the logo. So I think for the header, we want to make a sheet, but this is going to be another video. All right, I'm feeling pretty good about these changes, so let's give them a save. First up, we have the two impacts, and that reminds me there is one more impact or one more hero that we should take a look at, which is the medium impact header. This is pretty much the same as the high impact, except that the text is, I think, at the bottom here. Okay, so it's up at the top. Let's also inspect this one. So we still have the padding top here, but I think in this case it is fine. This is looking good to me. So we can leave it like this. So here we say, and then for the footer. And with this, I'm going to push my changes, and that's going to do it for this video. So thank you for watching this video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Onwards, cypherpunks.